Guys, let Leah know if you can hear me and see me. She's manning the phones over there, so she will give me the heads up. Let me know if the mic is working. Excited, guys. Going to be live streaming in just a moment, talking to you about what to do when you're brand new to moving your home business online and you're on like information overload. If you're seeing this right now, go over to go up and subscribe. All right, whether you're on Periscope or Facebook Live, definitely subscribe. I'm going to be doing these every single Wednesday, and today I'm going to answer questions that were sent to me via audience members of mine. Right, you'll see a link, justiceegan.com/live. That's where you can go and you can actually submit your questions. I may feature those questions moving forward on one of the upcoming live streams. So assuming we are good to go, everybody can hear and see, right? Locked and loaded. Great. So you're new, right? What do you do if you're new? One of the questions I got today was, you know, I'm shiny. I've got shiny object syndrome. I'm on 4 webinars a week. You know, how many people out there have actually experienced this? Maybe you. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Really, what's really interesting is when you're getting started, all right, when you're brand new in this business, it takes a great deal of discipline. That's a fact. And nobody's going to come and give you that discipline. So when I hear somebody say, I'm on 4 webinars a week, all I think to myself is, well, that's a person that's staying the consumer, okay, rather than also becoming a provider of value, products, services, etc., stepping on the other side of the cash register. You know, I want you to think about, you know, if a webinar takes an hour, hour and a half, right? And you're on 4 or 5 webinars a week, maybe a conference call, you're reading everybody's blog posts and you're looking at training videos. How could there ever be time to actually execute? Okay, it's not good business practice to be on a webinar every night of the week. Now, understand that yes, we have to learn, but what you've got to do is you've got to have the discipline to schedule your day. You've got to have the discipline to break your day down into a series of compartments. You know, whether you're working this super part-time, full-time, it really doesn't matter. I always say you can work this business part-time and you can work it full-time, but you can't work it sometimes. So one thing I want you guys to understand is, A, you got to schedule your day, but then you got to have the discipline to put certain things down. And you might be wondering how you decide on what it is that that you should get on webinar-wise or what you shouldn't get on webinar-wise. And here's the answer. The answer is that when you get started, you must first, you must put a plan on paper, right? How you're going to go out and market your business. And you really should choose 1, max 2 marketing strategies. And, the strategy you choose, it's got to be something you're willing to wrap your arms around for 60, 90, 120 days and beyond. And, really something you can get behind. Doesn't matter what experience you have right now, but, if you want to blog or if you want to focus on Facebook, if you want to focus on Twitter, so be it. But you want to really pick something. If you're going to pick 2, pick 1 content platform, 1 social media platform, and, get hyper focused on that strategy, right? So in other words, if you say, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to learn how to generate, 5 leads a day or recruit new people using Facebook, you then at that moment, once you make that decision, then everything you do, and this is when you're new, okay? Everything you do has and I gotta, it's just stay on one of them right now because I'm getting sorry. We're trying to work out a new program here. So everything you do has to focus on that one platform, okay? And so, when you're brand new, you don't have the results yet. So what happens is what people do is they'll try, like say Facebook or Twitter. They'll try it for 2 weeks, a month, and not quite produce the results they want yet. And they'll get an email, shiny object, right, that says, hey, I'm getting 50 leads a day on Instagram. And they go, oh, well, that's it. Instagram's the answer. Right? It must be Instagram. That's where the secret sauce is, right? That's where the magic is that I didn't know about. No, the magic is in seeing something through and becoming proficient in a marketing strategy. So if you have shiny object syndrome, it is solely a lack of discipline. It's because you're looking for the answer outside of yourself. Okay, you think it exists in a tool or a platform or any of that stuff. And what really is the case is that you have the answer. The answer is to buckle down on a platform, to become skilled, become proficient in something. Okay, learn to execute on that platform until you can produce a result. Can you go out there and produce a result blogging? Yes. Can you go out there and produce a result on Facebook? Yes. Can you go out there and produce a result on social media, or on Twitter? Yes. Can you? There's so many different ways. Which one are you going to choose, and which one are you going to get good at? It is not in the platform. It's in you developing the skill. So if you have shiny object syndrome and you're on webinars all the time, once you've chosen a platform, once you say, I'm going to get good at this is where I'm going to get my results, then you don't need to get on every webinar. You only need to get on webinars that are relevant to what you've got going on, they work within your plan, right? Within the framework of your plan. I'm actually going to go here. I forgot to share this real quickly. Let me go over to Facebook and give this a quick share. Guys, drop a comment. Let me know who's on. Would love to know who's joining me right now. Let's see. All right. So I hope that really answers that question. You know, if you're brand new, if you feel like you're on information overload, you really have to have the discipline to buckle down and execute a strategy. If you don't understand it right away, so be it. You know, I mean, if it is challenging technically, go to YouTube. Go to YouTube and figure it out. I'm kind of blown away actually by how many people in our industry, you know, maybe they don't expect to go through the same grind to create, say, a six-figure business from home, that you would have to develop the skills to, you know, be, you know, capable of landing a six-figure job. So, I mean, this is skill development here. The magic is not in the tool, the system, all that different stuff. If it's shiny object, right? If it's shiny to you, it's because of the way you're looking at it, not because of what it is, right? You're looking at it as the magic bullet. And you know, the phrase shiny object syndrome, I mean, it says it all, right? So get out there, get skilled, guys. Get proficient in something. Have the discipline to shut everything out until you have results in that thing. And that's when you turn around and you start bringing information back out to the marketplace. So let me transition this into what do you do when you're new and you have no credibility. And I want to make something really clear. Not only should you subscribe if you're on Periscope or Facebook, go on up and click that button, but I want you to understand that you know, I'm doing a webinar this Thursday night. I left a registration link on that justiceegan.com/live page. Where I'm going to go deep into this stuff. I'm going to teach you how to go from a struggling online newbie. Okay, it doesn't matter where you're at. I'm going to show you how to ethically create credibility in the marketplace so that you can start raking in leads and become a total rock star in your business. Now, I say ethically because here's the rub that everybody has when it comes to credibility, right? People say, well, Justice, I'm new. How can I create credibility in the marketplace? And we'll go into great detail on the webinar, but the answer is that you solve your problems, all right? Yeah, it's amazing that the way we see ourselves, it plays such a huge role in whether we're willing to jump out in the marketplace or not, you know, via video, via content, all that great stuff. But, you know, when you solve your problem, let's say, and I'll give you an example. Let's say you struggle with, you know, connecting with people on Facebook and getting good conversations going so you can get an exposure for your business. If you struggle with that, you go out there and you watch some videos or you buy a training or you invest, you know, your time, energy, effort into learning it. See, not jumping over to a different strategy and saying, oh, this doesn't work. I tried that, it doesn't work. No, you didn't work it, like, right? You didn't develop the skill. So, you know, you go, you develop that skill. Now you've solved your problem. Now, how many people out there probably have the same problem you do? Loads, right? Loads. So if you go out and you share how you solved your problem, who are you the credible expert to? You're the credible expert to all the people that are where you were just a day ago, a week ago, a month ago. That's the answer. You teach you yesterday. If you just teach you yesterday, you're going to create instant credibility. The challenge is that most people, when they're starting out, they stay the consumer. Okay, they stay on the webinars, they stay the buyer. You should always be investing your time and money in yourself, but you have to step on the other side of the cash register and be willing to, take a sale. You have to step on the other side of the microphone or the video camera and be willing to do the content or the webinar or the live stream or the conference call or whatever it is. You have to be willing to make that shift. And the way you make that shift is by recognizing that you are making that shift so that you can serve the audience that resembles you in the past. All right? The mix-up is where people think that the audience that they're trying to serve by creating content, by going out there and doing a webinar, that the audience that they're trying to serve is the expert audience. Well, how are people going to see me as an expert? I just learned this or I just learned that. All these people have already taught it. Well, these people aren't the people that you're talking to. Okay? These people aren't the people you're talking to. These people are people you've learned from. Now, the people you're talking to are people who are a day, a week, a month behind where you're at from a knowledge standpoint. So the faster you solve your problems, the faster you grow your knowledge and your value, the more credibility you'll gain, the more quickly you'll be able to put value into the marketplace and people will see you as the authority. It really has nothing to do with results. But when you go through this process, you'll get results as a byproduct. That's what's super, super powerful. Another question that came up was, when you're brand new, how do you get the attention of and even recruit leaders, people out there in the marketplace that you look up to? And here's what I'm going to tell you. You're never going to consistently recruit better than you. Okay, so you're not going to consistently, pull in people left and right that are better than you. Now, what do I mean by better than you? I don't mean that they that make less, that they make more money than you. I don't mean that they have more success than you. I don't mean that they have more results than you. Any of that stuff. I'm talking about up here, state, right? Your state of mind, how you see yourself, your posture, your energy, your confidence, right? If you go out there and you see yourself as the leader that people want to join, if you have an energy about you that says, I'm taking this thing to the top and I'm for real, right? Then you can go out and talk to anybody. And as long as that energy is isn't like, as long as they're going to respond to that energy, put it that way. When you're looking to recruit up, when you're looking to recruit leaders, the answer is to be the leader that you'd want to recruit. It's to be the person that you want to recruit in your business. Yeah, I'll tell you, I mean, for me, a huge change I've made, and Leia's very aware. She's say hi, Leia, to everybody, okay?
Hi, everyone.
And guys, say hello to Leia. She's super helpful here. We got a couple different cameras going on. Leia came on board and she understands, like, hey, my morning routine's super important to me, right? When she shows up at the house at 8:30 on the dot, like she is like, I'm in the same spot, basically. Like, I mean, that's how routine I've gotten in the morning. And the reason I did that is because I understood, because I looked up to mentors and people who had results I wanted, and one of the big factors for them was a routine. Another thing was health and fitness, and I've really made a huge push to become more fit. I've actually dropped well over 25 pounds in the last 60 days. Books, building your personal value. Leia knows that I'm on pace for about a book every 2 weeks, a little faster than that, okay? And I do them through audiobooks. But the reason I tell you this is because all I'm worried about is my growth. All I'm worried about is getting better. All I'm worried about is executing at a higher level. All I'm worried about is being more confident, being more focused on my goals, going out there and providing at a very high level for the marketplace. And so what will happen as a product of that? Well, I'm recruiting leaders, right? I just recruited a couple of leaders into my business, and these are people that some time back, probably, I don't know that I would have seen myself as somebody that could recruit them. Okay? Just because of the story I had going. So you've got to just change the story going in your head. You've got to change the way you see it. It really is about energy and confidence that you bring into the conversation. But no matter how much energy, how much confidence you have, if you step into a conversation and you don't have, I don't want to say results, but your activity isn't in line with that confidence, that energy, that leadership you're trying to portray, you're going to get found out, so to speak, right? Sooner or later, people are going to see that, hey, you know, this person isn't as present or isn't as consistent or isn't as driven as I thought they were going to be. And so, you know, you want to make sure you stay in integrity there. Just go out and be the person that you want to recruit. So, you know, what time do you have on there? How
15 minutes.
Okay, we're 15 minutes in. So here's the deal, guys. Huge webinar this Thursday night. Really, really excited about it. Already got loads of people registered. Powerful, powerful subject when we talk about getting new people started right and really getting results fast. All right, see, that's the thing. I'm gonna drop this thought to you after. Actually, I'll tell you where to go first to get registered. Go up to justiceegan.com/live. I've put a link up there where you can register. Also an opportunity there to drop your questions. You can submit questions that I will come out and answer on this live stream. And you know, so going to be an unbelievable webinar, and I highly, highly, highly recommend you get registered for that. I also highly recommend you subscribe because I'm doing this live stream every Wednesday. I'm trying to think of what was my last point that I was going to make about being new. Oh yeah, when you're seeing yourself as, you know, in shiny object syndrome, you know, stuck with shiny object syndrome, you know, being new, not being credible, not knowing where to go, where to start, all that stuff. I want you to understand that you can you can change all that. You can flip a switch and change it. That you're changing your state, and that the growth that you have, the speed at which you turn into, the speed at which you step into a role of leadership, the speed at which you start being received differently by the marketplace and by people, it does not have to be incremental. It does not have to be this big, long, stretched out thing that happens over weeks and months and years. Now, we're conditioned to think that, so for most people, that's the way it works out because everybody goes, oh, well, I get it. It's going to take time. Yes, you know, your business is going to take a lot of time, hard work, and perseverance, but there's certain things that you can switch, that you can pivot that quickly. And this is one of them. You can choose leadership today, guys. You can go out there and make a shift immediately. So go on up, get registered for this Thursday's webinar. Subscribe if you want to keep you know, in touch here on these Wednesday live streams. And if you have questions that you'd love for me to answer, go on over to justiceegan.com/live and submit those questions. So I'll talk to you very soon, guys. Looking forward to the next live stream.